Okay, hello, welcome to Dave's Gym. Back. Today we'll be doing back. Pretty excited for this one actually. I'm pretty fed. It's about, time is it? 5:45 p.m. So after work, not rushed. A lot of carbs in me, a lot of water, fully hydrated. So this one should be good. So going to start with some T-bar rows. Then going to do some lat pull downs. And then from there, I'm not exactly sure what the order of exercises will be. But those for sure are going to be two that I do. And then, yeah, just kind of move on, go on from there. So T-bar row, lat pull down. Definitely going to do some one-armed, some single-arm movements today for sure. And then most likely at the end, do some dumbbell rowing or some barbell rowing, but one of the two. So that'll be kind of the order of operations today. Gonna try to get up some pretty good weight on the T-bar row, and also on the dumbbell rows most likely. But yeah, feel pretty good. So let's get after it. Okay. So T-bar rows. Now, for those of you who watched the last back video, you saw me looking like an asshole because I couldn't figure out the T-bar row. Well, it turns out I am an asshole, and let me explain to you why. It was a very simple fix from just taking the handle on the outside of the weight and putting it on the inside of the weight. But my brain was not able to make that to come to that solution last time. But I ended up finding out this is the way you do it, so we're good. So I've done the last couple back days with this. Now, there are, generally, when you have a T-bar row, you unrack it, right? So it's like chest supported, so you unrack and then you're able to really get your range of motion. Or generally you have a platform to stand on to make sure that you're going deep into the movement. So I don't have one of those. So I just stand on this 45-pound plate, which is thicker than a normal 45-pound plate because it's rubber. And this usually just gives me some good stretch. I know Rogue does sell a T-bar row platform, but it's like $400. It's just not even worth it. So, okay, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Yeah. One more set. Okay, here we go. Okay, those were much better. Lat pull downs. Lat pull downs. I like this. I'm not exactly sure what this grip is called. Pronated, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. I like that grip, this grip personally, specifically for lat pull downs, is I feel like when I'm at the bottom of the exercise, I'm really getting a really good mind-muscle connection with the lat. Again, if you like the straight bar regular, do it like that. Do whatever, feels good to you. So. Oh, oh, oh. 3. Oh. Whew. Okay. So I'm going to switch the angle on this, but notice, you see a lot of people when they're doing the lat pull down, they like lean all the way back. And that is working your back, but it's not necessarily the best way to work your lat. So if you think about your lat, when it's at the top, the best way to actually work it here is to bring it down, just straight down, because that's what that is the path that it's taking. Whenever you're reaching for something and bringing it down, you're using your back, but you're using your lat to stabilize the weight, and it's coming down in a straight line. And you're not like, you would never just lean back like that. It just doesn't make sense. Who's opening this door? Once again, when you're doing any type of exercise, you don't want to necessarily think about this, but you kind of want to, before you start the exercise, picture like, okay, how am I using this muscle, right? And how would I use it in the real world, and like what is it designed to do in my body? And so, your lats move your arms up and help move your arms down and control that. Is that scientifically proven? I'm not exactly sure, but makes sense. Okay. 1. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. Whew. One more set of that. So, again, with the pull down, and I guess why people emphasize this a lot, because, you can do so, as long as you're doing bench press, relatively right, you're going to grow your chest, but the back, everyone has a tough time growing their back. And you see a ton of people just kind of throwing the lat pull downs around. So just making sure that you're kind of finishing in a almost like a W shape, and that you're not totally leaning back. It's little things like that that are going to help your back development. And again, I don't have a big back. I'm not even a big guy, so everything I saying could be worthless or could mean something to you. So, but generally, if you listen to a lot of people, that's what they're going to say. All right, let's do a little bit of a drop set. One. Ooh. Hey. One. Whew. Oh, that could have been bad. What? Okay. One more set. One. Ooh. Okay, that's it for that. The next exercise will be a new exercise. So what we're going to do is another pulling motion, but instead of it's basically going to be a face pull to really kind of target this upper trap rear delt area. Instead of kind of like the lower to mid back, or like the mid to, the mid back like we just did for lat pull downs. So, it's basically exactly like it sounds. Instead of coming here, I'm just going to come here. Oof. 1, 2, 3. Let's move this back a little bit. Here we go. Ooh. 3. Oh. Okay. So what this mimics is there's those machines where you have the handle up here and you're pulling straight down. That is what this is mimicking. And it's just a really good way to hit your upper back trap area and also your rear delt. And you don't need a lot of weight to do it. You really don't. As long as your reps are nice and controlled. For this, you don't need a ton of weight. Not like, on something like a row where you're basically using your entire back. I thought I was going to be listening to some country music today, but Soundgarden is crushing right now. Okay. One. One. Oh. All right. Ooh. Three. Three. Four. One. Ooh. Oh. Okay, one more set of that. One more set of that. One more set. Ooh. Three. Four. One. Ooh. Three. Ah. Fucking A. Two. Three. Oh. One. Two. Three. Okay. That's it on that. Okay. Dumbbell rows to end it. I don't know how many sets I'm going to do. Maybe one? I have no idea. Yeah, that's good. We're going to use the hundreds. If I can unrack it. There we go. All right. Start with the other arm. Yep. Ooh. One. Two. Jesus. All right. Here we go. Hey. One. Okay. That's it. See you in a bit. Okay. That's it. That was back. That was solid half hour. Yeah, really it. Solid half hour. I really, really like these cable kind of face pulls to kind of mimic that, the overhead pull that plate loaded machine most gyms have. That was kind of the first time I've done those. Really, really like those. I'm going to try to use that red bar I used in the last chest video for some sort of back exercise. I mean, it would be perfect for kind of like a rack pull type thing. So probably try that next time. But yeah, started off with heavy T-bar rows and then finished with one set of heavy dumbbell rows. That might be a combination I'd try in the future because that felt really, really good, especially for a finisher. And then did some abs after, and yeah, we're good. So again, on like the cable type of movements, like the one arm stuff, you don't need that much weight. Just make sure your reps are controlled, pausing, and then 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3. So on the negative portion of that movement, where the weight is, your muscle is least stressed, that negative portion is when you really want to make sure that you're being mindful of that time under tension, that 1, 2, 3, and then holding at the bottom. So good workout. We'll do legs tomorrow. But yeah, I got the T-bar row right, which was nice. That would have been pretty embarrassing, 2 back workouts in a row. So cool. Thanks for coming to Dave's Gym. See you next time.